All right, guys, thanks for joining my Zoom call today. I'll be presenting on Greece. My name's Ivana, if you guys didn't know that already. Um, and this is for my Music 1010 class. Alrighty, so to start off, the Greek flag signifies both purity and protection, the blue meaning protection and the white meaning purity. The white cross on the upper left signifies the Greek Orthodox Church, which is the predominant religion in Greece. Let's see. The 9 stripes are said to represent the number of syllables in the Greek phrase eleftheriei thanatos. It's kind of hard to to pronounce, which translates to freedom or death, which was the battle cry during the final revolt against the Ottoman Empire. In terms of Greek mythology, the 9 stripes of the Greek flag could refer to the 9 muses, with the blue and white colors representing Aphrodite rising up from the sea foam. Alrighty. So the capital of Greece was Nafplio up until 1834, when it was changed to be Athens. The Greek War of Independence against the Ottoman Empire happened between 1821 and 1832, with the Independence Day being March 25th. The population of Greece is roughly 10.4 million people. All right, so Greece consists of roughly 3,000 different islands, with only 140 of them being inhabited. Greece is known for their lush Mediterranean beaches and the beautiful Mediterranean climate. So lots of tourists go there for vacations. And the highest point of elevation is Mount Olympus, which is a legendary home of Zeus. So the vast majority of the 10.4 million population of Greece speak Greek, which is the country's official language. The other languages spoken there are Macedonian, Albanian, spoken in the center and the south, and Turkish, which is spoken mostly by the Muslim communities. The Greek Orthodox Church is the main religion, with the Muslim Church being the second main religion, and then the others are either non-religious or other or unspecified. And then Greek is the main language. Let's see. Oh yeah, and so 93% of people in Greece are Greek, with the other 7% being other foreign ethnicities. So Greece has a rich history dating back to the Neolithic period, 7,000 to 3,100 BC. So the Greeks are known for their history of philosophy, art, architecture, politics, and mythology. Famous Greek philosophers include Socrates, Plato, and Aristotle, and everyone has heard stories of the Greek gods like Zeus, Poseidon, Aphrodite, Hercules. Okay, so so Greece is known for their olive oil and for their olives, which is said to lead back to the time that the Greek goddess Athena gave a giant olive tree to the city of Athens. They also use unleavened bread, such as pita bread, which is also very traditional food eaten in Greece. And then there's 9 national dishes, which include gyros, which is what you can see in the top left corner, which is kind of like a wrap or a sandwich. Moussaka is a type of like a meat pie, or similar to like lasagna. The third one is souvlaki, which is on the bottom left middle, which are like these little shish kebabs of meat, usually accompanied by pita bread as well as other toppings. And then there's fasolada, which is a type of bean soup. And then magiritsa, which is the bottom middle, which is it's a type of meat soup, usually with lamb meat. And then the bottom left is kokoretsi, which is usually lamb or pig intestines wrapping around different types of organs. So it sounds really good, huh? Okay, so Greek traditions. Greeks celebrate this thing called name day celebration, which is actually like to them it's more important than birthdays. Because most Greeks are named after a Greek saint, and since each saint has a day when they are honored, everyone that shares the name of that saint is also celebrated. Traditionally, when it comes to Greek engagement, the man has to ask for the hand of the woman from her father and close family, while the two families give presents to the bride and groom. The couple exchanges wedding rings that are worn on the left hand, and then after the wedding, those rings will be worn on the right hand. In Greece, the engagement period may last for years, and it's like a commitment to both of the families. And then Carnival consists of 2 weeks of feasting and partying leading up to the religious holiday Lent, where most will fast and refrain from eating meat. Easter is a really big holiday in Greece, and to them it's more important than Christmas. And if the bottom left corner, that picture shows eggs that they'll dye red, and they'll put that around this baked bread. And then another interesting tradition they have is they believe that spitting chases the devil or evil spirits away. And so if they compliment somebody, sometimes they'll spit 3 times on them, which will give them good luck and protect them from evil. And then another weird superstition they have is instead of Friday the 13th, they believe that Tuesday the 13th is an unlucky day.
So weird.
I know. Okay, so Rebetiko is a type of musical style from Greece. Traditional music created for and by the middle and lower class of the Greek people in the early 1900s, as well as the refugees from Asia Minor. So this music is usually accompanied by string instruments such as the bouzouki, which is that string instrument on the top, a guitar, which everyone's very familiar with, and the baglama, which is the one on the bottom, which is usually a smaller stringed instrument. And then occasionally the accordion is also played along with these string instruments. And then traditionally, music, dance, and lyrics of Rebetiko are improvised, as the viewers and dancers will hold their arms out and snap and clap along. So the roads of Rebetiko. So in Rebetiko, roughly a dozen different keys are used and are called roads or dromos. Some are very similar to Western minor scales, and most follow the minor 7th and 3rd scales. Below is a diagram showing what frets are played for each note on a bouzouki, which is one of the stringed instruments for a certain dromo called Husseini. Okay, so in Rebetiko, most of the time you'll have multiple stringed instruments or multiple bouzouki's playing harmonies, and they'll play along the same patterns, and they'll just be harmonizing the entire time. The time signatures vary. There's 2/4, 4/4, and 9/4. So the 9/4 is the most common, and it can be counted as 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and so on. All right, so this video is a really good example of the time signature mostly used in Rebetiko music, which is the 9/4 time signature, which is like 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and so on. So anyways, that is that example. And I have one more example here of a larger group playing Rebetiko. And in this example, they're doing 2/4 time signature. And in both examples, you can see that they're singing in Greek. That instrument on the bottom right, that girl on the right side, is, let's see. She is playing the baglama. And this example also shows someone playing the accordion as well in the back. So anyways, those are two examples of Rebetiko. One moment. Alrighty. Okay, so Rebetiko dance. So the main part of Rebetiko dance is the way the dancers will step along with the rhythmic patterns of the music. And they hold their arms out if they're alone, and along the shoulders of others if dancing in pairs or in larger groups, like the photo at the bottom I have here. Usually when people dance alone, it is improvised, and sometimes they also will be doing specific choreographed steps. Most of the time when they dance solo, they will dance very dramatically with their arms out and maybe going up and then down, and then as they go down to the ground, they'll slap the ground or like a table nearby or something. So I have an example video right here. And this is a group of people dancing Rebetiko. So it looks like, so they have just simple stepping patterns along with the beat. And then there's another one. Let's see. Here. Another example of Rebetiko dance. And it's very common. It's very common for them to start off with a solo, doing an improvised beginning, and that can last up to 20 minutes sometimes before the actual song starts. can see, this is more of a choreographed dance. And in this example, there's someone playing a guitar as well as a bouzouki. So anyways, that is Rebetiko dance. And those are my sources. So now, let's see. Now what we're gonna do is we will try to do a little dance. Okay, wait, how do I make my
You click the stop sharing screen button.
Where?
It's the computer.
Right here.
There you go.
Okay. Okay. So, what?
I don't have too much room.
That's okay. It's not that crazy of a dance. So, I'm going to play the song, let's see, that we were listening to before. So I'm going to show you just a couple of steps before we start. So it's very simple, and most of the time it is improvised. And so once we start, we can just pretty much improvise. Can you hear me from here?
Yes.
Okay. So what you do is you hold your hands out, and you'll do simple steps. So we can start off by stepping backwards on one, and then we step, and then we go forwards, and then backwards, step, backwards, forwards, step. So something very similar, just very simple like that. With the music,
I lost my balance.
similar, something along the lines of that.
I'm doing the feet work. Watch, I'll point the camera at my feet.
Let's watch it.
Ah! Ah! Ah!
Okay, awesome. Well, thanks so much, Matthew, for joining my originally Zoom call, and then Teams meeting, and then Discord call.
I'm a Rebetiko master.
And that is Rebetiko music and dance.